commercial that advertises compost as a way to mitigate the harmful effects of methane gas on our environment. We've created a skit to give you an idea of what the commercial might look like if it were to become a commercial. Our target audience is that of a younger generation, so like kids and stuff, because we want to empower them to try to make a difference as individuals and not to be discouraged by our performance as a society because we sort of shat the bed a little. Here we go.
All right. Have you ever felt that the effects of global climate change have become inevitable? That you alone can't change its reality? Well, we're here to inform you of a simple household habit you can easily adopt that will decrease the levels of harmful greenhouse gases being emitted into our atmosphere. What is this habit, you say? Composting.
Hey!
Let's take a look into the lives of 4 teenagers and myself, an innocent compost heap, to help us understand how we can mitigate the effects of greenhouse gases.
Screw composting. Teresa, have you ever heard of a compost?
Of course I have. Composting's for hippies. I don't care about that stuff.
Well, Teresa, there are actually a lot of benefits that can come from composting. Right, Bethany? Oh yeah, girl. Just look at this heap of compost looks in the landfill instead of being composted at home.
No! I can't breathe!
As you can see, when untreated, organic waste is sent to the landfill. The material does not break down as easily, which results in an increase in harmful GHGs. Did you know methane is 72 times more powerful than CO2 over 20 years? Using compost allows air to access the waste. It makes it possible for microorganisms to decompose. Just look at him.
Breathe! Yes!
I see. Composting is important for the environment, but why should I care? How does it benefit me?
Why don't we ask this lovely heap of compost to tell us more?
Sure thing, Bethany. Composting is an ideal way of recycling organic waste and turning them into beautifully rich garden fertilizer. It also helps fight climate change and saves money by reducing transport costs and landfill waste levels in your local community. As individuals, we can all make a difference by simply adopting composting as a mitigation strategy to climate change. Are you starting to understand the benefits of composting?
Yes, I am. By composting, every individual can reduce their environmental footprint. But many people are turned off by things like the smell and issues like they attract all kinds of gross things like rats and goblins.
That's actually
This is Halloween. How can we change that?
That's actually not true at all, Teresa. Simply using a lid reduces odors, as does washing up the container every week if it's used inside. Outside, the smells don't matter as much, and you can also do things like put leaves, wood chips, and branches into the compost to reduce the smell. And the rats are attracted to the smell anyway, so if you reduce the smell, you don't get the rats either. I can't say anything about goblins.
Wow. Composting doesn't sound hard at all. So how can I do it myself? How do I know what to put in a compost bin?
All you need is a sealable container inside or outside. Just make sure there's enough moisture to create the best living conditions for microorganisms.
It is important to add materials that assist the decomposition process. You must have green material, which is high in nitrogen, and brown material, which is high in carbon. Green materials include things like vegetable scraps, tea bags, weeds, grass clippings. Brown material includes wood chips and sticks. Some substances, however, cannot be broken down in the compost. These include bones, fat, meat, dairy products. So beware of what you're composting.
Okay, let's say I do decide to compost. What do I do with my compost when all my containers are full?
Well, Teresa, here in Victoria, there are many organizations to help promote the compost revolution. These include the Greater Victoria Compost Education Centre, the Community Composting Organization, the City of Victoria Leaf Pickup, and the CRD.
Wow, guys, I had no idea I could be so effective in reducing global climate change, right? I think everyone needs to know that they can help as individuals.
I think so too. So remember, boys and girls, landfills alone contribute to 20% of the world's methane production, a significant contributor to global warming. Composting is one of the most effective and simple ways of reducing the amount of garbage going into landfills, ultimately mitigating greenhouse gas production and helping to change the world.
Yay!